Hey, my indigenous brothers and sisters, how y'all doing today? I know you guys haven't heard from me in a while, but I've been traveling, of course, and life just been taking care of business. So let me get right to it. Before I start this video, please subscribe, share, like, comment, dislike. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you like this video, or if you don't like this video, I would love to hear from you. So let's get right into it. This video is the difference between black people and people of color. A lot of people get this confused. When I say I'm a woman of color, I don't refer to myself as a black woman because I'm not black. This is black. This is black. But this is not black. And the difference between black people and people of color is people of color know that they're not black. Black people, you consider yourself this color and you accept that, and you shouldn't. First of all, white society gave you black. White society gave you African American, and white society gave you Negro. And of course, if you do your research, the word Negro came from the Spaniards. And the Spaniards basically, or the Europeans, basically learned that word from the Spaniards. So, just a short lesson for you to learn that black is a color and you are not a color. Okay? But people of color, they're people. And people of color don't accept what white society gives them. Okay? So that's one difference between black people and people of color. Another difference is that I don't understand why, black people take what the white society gives them and, and accept it, and they embrace it. Why do you embrace that? I don't get it. Why do you embrace what white society gave you? People of color don't want nothing white society has to offer or give them. That's another difference. Okay? Also, the difference between black people and people of color is black people want to be accepted by white society. That means they're willing to do what they have to do, step on who they have to step on to be accepted by white society. So, when your parents say you need to go get a good education, I want to make sure you have the best education. So they send you to these private schools with white society. They send you to these Ivy League colleges, which is white society. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to succeed in white society. But in reality, you'll never be able to succeed in white society. They will never accept you. They will never give you what you are entitled to. But people of color know that they don't need white society's education to prosper on this earth, in this world. No. Because people of color know that school, public school, private school, HBCUs, Ivy League colleges are nothing but institutions to continue you to be a slave. Public schools are for black people. Public schools are to reform you and teach you how to be a warehouse worker, how to work for someone, and how to stay in your place, stay in line. And guess what? When you go to college and you graduate from college, you basically graduated to a top level slave. And there's people that without that slave or institutionalized education, still make it in this world. Why is that? Why is that? For years, they taught you that if you don't get a good education, you won't get a good job. You won't succeed in life. But there's people out here that dropped out in the 6th grade and are billionaires. Doesn't that, you need to think about that. You marinate on that. That's crazy. Or how about in white society, their children are now suffering because they have everything handed to them and they want them to get a good education and everything like that. But they're still struggling. These white society kids are still living off their parents even after they get their degrees. I mean, does that make sense to you? So my thing is, why do the black community push so hard to say my child has to get the best education when the best education is at home with their parents? Back in the day, before they had schools, before they created these institutions, the families worked together. The kids worked on they worked with their parents' business. They worked on the farm. They worked together. And your dad and your mother is the one that's teaching you. Those are the original teachers. And they brainwashed the black community so bad that now they depend on the school system to teach their children and wonder why their children aren't, you know what I'm saying, prospering and successful. So yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference between black people and people of color. Now, like I said, if you think I'm wrong, it's just my opinion, just my thought. It's just what I see. It's just what I witness in the black community. So, the question I ask is, which one are you? Are you a black person or are you a person of color? And with that, I'm going to end this video.